Tonight at 10, Prince Andrew settles out of court with the woman who accused him in a civil case of sexual assault. He'd always denied the allegations made by Virginia Giuffre, and there's no admission of guilt in the deal, but he accepts she has suffered as a victim of abuse.
Here in New York, the settlement puts an end to further legal proceedings in the case and ensures Prince Andrew won't face trial.
There's been no comment from Buckingham Palace. Also tonight, Russia claims it's pulling troops back from Ukraine's border, but President Biden says that's unverified, and he had this warning for Mr. Putin.
Let there be no doubt. If Russia commits this breach by invading Ukraine, responsible nations around the world will not hesitate to respond.
Novak Djokovic tells the BBC he'd rather not win any more trophies than be forced to take a COVID vaccine. Wales is to offer COVID jabs to all 5 to 11-year-old children. And Russia's teenage figure skater Kamila Valieva competes again at the Winter Olympics despite her failed drugs test.
And coming up in the sport on the BBC News Channel. City in Champions League cruise control. They hit 4 goals before half-time in Lisbon to put one foot in the quarter-finals.
Good evening. Buckingham Palace has tonight declined to comment on the news that Prince Andrew and Virginia Giuffre, the woman who claimed he sexually assaulted her when she was 17, have reached an out-of-court settlement. It is an about turn from the Prince and Ms Giuffre, who'd both said they wanted to contest the claims in court. There is no admission of liability by the Duke, who's always maintained his innocence, but in the agreement, he accepts Ms Giuffre has suffered as a victim of abuse, and he's pledged to demonstrate his regret for his association with the convicted sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein. The Duke of York will also make a substantial donation to Ms Giuffre's charity, which supports victims of sex trafficking. With more on the settlement, here's our royal correspondent, Nicholas Witchell.